Welcome to Thunkworks. In this video I'm going to use this to make a bevel grinding jig for my belt grinder. Right, so very quickly, here's my belt grinder. So it's a 2x72 belt grinder, built myself out of mostly sort of scrap. It's got a single horsepower, single phase motor, aluminium frame, steel platen made from some angle iron, skateboard wheel rollers, this tracking pulley is off that belt grinder, pulley from Multi-Tool products, and then we got a tensioning strut off of a Ford Focus, off the tailgate. And then we've got some aluminium extrusion, which is one of the few parts I did buy for this, for the tooling arms. And then the work table. And then the sort of tracking adjustment. And then the tracking adjustment there, which is based off a design by Houseworks. So I'll put links in the description from a few people that I've sort of either taken ideas from or got parts from. All my grinding belts are from Multi-Tool products as well. So what I want to do, bevel grinding jigs aren't bevel grinding jigs aren't uncommon, but I've only ever seen them for like knife makers. I'm going to make one that's sort of aimed towards like fabricators. So if you want to make more on sort of multiple parts and put a nice bevel around the perimeter of your part. You don't have I don't have a mill or anything like that. So this is to serve that purpose basically. So this is, I think, some kind of sort of motor mounting plate, sort of industrial use, maybe a compressor or some kind of air handling unit. I've actually got two of these, so these were saved out of a skip. So I've taken this one apart. So what it's got this sort of captive nut which can swivel, and this obviously screw. This mounts in this nut here, and then obviously, so you turn this, and then when this is fixed, this plate slides in and out. So the idea is to have that mounted on there. So this plate does slide along these channels, and then I'm going to have a piece of angle iron mounted on there, which is going to be my sort of work table. It'll become clear as I go. So that's the two sort of main components of the sliding element. Just going to put them together. So that's it wound all the way in. Obviously I'm going to have to cut the screw down a little bit. I'll figure out exactly how long I need it to be in a minute. So then that will attach onto there. So this will bolt to there. I'm just checking. Okay, that's good. So I can cut the lead screw off. I can cut the lead screw off about sort of there. It'll give me a bit of extra travel, which is good. Right, so we've got it all together now. I'm just doing some testing. In the last clip you would have seen me assemble it and mount it on the grinder. Now I had it just bolted in these holes through these slots just to sort of test it out. What happened, the angle plate was a little bit too far down, and this part here was contacting the belt a little bit before the sort of the fence was. So I drilled a couple more holes. I've actually tapped this plate and that's bolted directly to that, and then now it works there. So I'm going to do a quick test and show you exactly how it works. So what I've already done a quick test. So this is an old vice jaw I use just as a parallel. You see I've already ground one bevel on that side there. I'm going to do all the rest of the sides, and you can see exactly how it works. So you can see there, I've got really nice fine adjustment. So on the first pass there was a little notch in the end of the bevel where there's sort of the vice jaw had been dropped and passed. So just wound this in a bit closer, ground that bevel a little bit larger. So there you can see the bevel grinding fixture in use. It works really well. My grinder itself does have a bit of, I could do with some more rigidity in the frame, but that's something I can upgrade in the future, or I will upgrade in the future. But yeah, it does work really well. Should be able to get a lot of use out of this. I can also use it as a sort of basic surface grinder. So I'm thinking if I make a new fence with a cutout in the centre, I can have this jig mounted 90 degrees to the platen, then I can move in and out on a horizontal plane, and then so I can take sort of fine cuts off a face of piece of stock or whatever. So that would be really useful for this. Hopefully it's given you some ideas for your own sort of grinders and jigs and fixtures. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting that bell. You can watch more of my videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.